Hello, 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 everyone. It's Mona again from Back Pain Movement Makers, and today is day 64 out of 365 days where we go live in this free challenge, and we talk about healing back pain for good through 10 daily holistic healing habits channeled from the highest consciousness through me. And this is the introduction of the 10th of the 10 daily holistic healing habits, and it's about be well and safe. And this is where most personal development begins. Most personal development are focused on changing things in life what we're not pleased with. This was a lifesaver for me once. When I was about to go back to my job again after I've been home with the girls and taking care of them when they were small. And then we had a new curriculum that I hadn't worked with. We had Mac computers instead of PCs, and I didn't know really what to do with them at first. And we also had a new learning platform at our school where we should put everything, all the plans we were doing, in what we were doing in every week and so on, so the parents and the students could see what we planned to do. And I didn't know how to use that either. So I started having problems with my heart beating again. It was, I think, it was 12 years after I had been clinically depressed and suicidal because I didn't live the life I wanted anymore. And was still with the boyfriend that I had met during high school. And we had grown apart, but I didn't want to realize that. And that I thought I had worked too much, but it was not just working too much. I buried myself in my work because something else was missing. But now I was living the dream life, not financially, of course, and not with Thomas having his back pain, and we had two beautiful daughters and a beautiful dog and a house in the countryside. So everything in my life situation was the way I wanted it, except for Thomas' back pain and the finances, of course, since he couldn't work then. And I realized that I was having the same problems again that I had 12 years earlier. I couldn't sleep well at night. I woke up all the time. My heartbeat wasn't normal. It felt like I had been running as fast as I could for 50, 60, 100 meters all the time. And I began to forget things. So I understood that what way I was going, what path I was going down, what road I was going down. And I thought to myself, well, this time the whole family is depending on me financially and, of course, physically as well. My husband couldn't do everything at home yet. And also, he was not perfectly stable mentally either. So I knew that I had to be the provider in so many ways, and I couldn't become depressed again. And suddenly, a black, small forest lake just going down it seemed very interesting. And I realized that that wasn't me again. I was too stressed out, so I needed to do something. And then I found personal development, and I was over 40, and I hadn't realized that I could choose my own thoughts. I hadn't realized that I could control my mind. I didn't know that. I thought I was my mind, and I was so ashamed sometimes of my thoughts. So I found personal development, and that helped. That really helped a lot, because Thomas and I excuse me, I have to change position. I'm sitting on the floor and sitting on my knees. So Thomas and I started planning our lives, uh, what we wanted out of it, and so on, and began to take action on those steps. And we did that, and the stress went away, and suddenly I was feeling good again. But after crushing goal after goal, and studying personal development from kind of the best of the best, not personally with them, but courses and seminars and masterminds and so on, I started realizing that there was still something missing. And then I found the spiritual side of personal development, and I found A Course in Miracles. I found A Course of Love, and they both changed my life. And the first book that I read was Neil Donald Walsh, Conversations with God, and it also changed my life. And Eckhart Tolle's books, of course, The Power of Now and A New Earth. So this this daily habit of the 10 daily holistic healing habits is still an important part, because if there is something in our life situation that is bothering us every day, we can't just sit there and be focusing on changing our mind about that. Of course, we should work with our thoughts around that and try to change that, of course, because everything in our lives are gifts and lessons that we could be thankful for. Because when we learn to deal with everything in a more loving way instead of a fear-based way, we heal. And the world, the way we see the world, heals too. Because everything in our lives is really projections of the things that we feel inside. But still, there are things that could bother us a lot, and we have to make plans about what we should do about that. For example, if I feel right now, I love being a teacher, but the society, at least here in Sweden, is getting tougher and tougher. And there are so many teenagers, I work with teenagers, that are depressed. They are like they behave like they are addicted to their cell phones or iPads, and they don't socially interact with each other that much anymore. And there are so many people that are unhappy because of this. They are feeling lonely, but they cannot stop it. They want to, how many likes did I get? And they don't even, they could sit together in the hallways, but they're not talking with each other. They are just like this with their cell phones. It's kind of scary. And there are so many teenagers that are unhappy and insecure and having trouble focusing on school and what to do and how to behave and things like that. And their parents, a lot of parents are kind of insecure what to do with their kids as well when they're behaving like this. And the tone to us teachers is getting kind of harsh. So I feel that even though I love being in the classroom and teaching kids on how to believe in themselves and following their dreams, and of course the subjects, still kind of hard because it takes so much energy, and there is still lack of money in the school systems, and I cannot help everyone, and especially the kids with diagnosis that are suffering in the classroom. And I'll really do my best, but it takes a lot of energy, and I want to have more energy when I get home to my family, because they are the most important persons to me, of course. So my be safe and well plan is to try to get another source of income, so uh, I could go down in time and not work 4 hours a week. I know I'm very, very blessed just being able to work 4 days a week, but still takes a lot of energy. So that is my be well and safe plan, to try to find another income. And this week is has a lot to do with, first of all, identifying for you what is your area that takes too much energy, and trying to make up a plan with baby steps, and take one step every day to feel that you are on the right track, to try to get a momentum in this. And of course, some of the things could be really, really hard. And sometimes we have to change our minds about the things that we think are bothering us the most. But sometimes there is something that still could be done about it. And of course, that is what this 10 daily this daily, the 10th daily holistic healing habit is all about. Okay, so that is everything for today. I hope it wasn't too wide in the introduction. So tomorrow we'll talk a little bit more about this, and questions, of course, to identifying what area that will benefit you to work with. Okay, hopefully see you tomorrow, and have a beautiful day, evening, morning, night, wherever you are in the world. Much love. Bye.